I reached out to Gabe Gonda 7.5 weeks ago, and I asked Gabe if he would hear me. Because I had tried to say something 22 years ago, and I wasn't heard. I told my agents that something very bad had happened to me in a hotel room, and they told me to forget about it. And they continued to profit off of the business with this person, and he continued to systematically abuse women across the industry. And they didn't care because it was all about the money. So I wrote to Gabe and I asked if he would hear me, and he said yes, and he gave me a chance to speak to the urgent need for reform to our policy and our legislation that does not protect survivors. I should say toothless policy and legislation. We don't want it anymore. We're tired of waiting. And what was clear to me that when the piece came out is that this was not the end, but this was the beginning, and we have a moment right now. It's not my moment, it's not your moment, it's our moment, because I guarantee you that if we don't take action, this window will close. And I'm not convinced the institutions are going to do it. So we have to do it ourselves. We have to tell them what we need. Hannah Sung, Craig Hoffman, thank you. This is not possible without you. The Globe took a risk. They didn't really know us, but we had this idea of bringing together the voices of survivors, the voices of thought leaders across Canada and the US, people that have volunteered our time to speak to survivor-centered reform. We have solutions. We've published 8 of them, but there's so many more. And we believe in transparency, and we will be releasing a report to the public, and I have been told by the Minister of Justice she will hear me. So I will be delivering the report, and I will make sure that she hears us. My only concern now is creating a path to change. Not talking about change, but actually change. Doing the work. Change that protects us all, because we've had enough, and I don't want to live like this anymore, and I don't think you do either. We need a path that is rational and holistic. And I want to make something very clear. This is not about the entertainment industry. This is about every industry, because sexual misconduct exists in every single industry, and people are not being heard, and I'm sick of it. And it is our job to protect them, because we are all accountable. Are you listening? Thank you.